So I've been living in Thailand for 5 years. I've been all over Thailand. Here are 9 things that I learned living in Thailand. Number 1, accommodation in Thailand is great value for money. So I recently made a video about my condo, which you can see up here. And basically you can get luxury condos in Bangkok for anywhere between 10,000 baht to 40,000 baht. And these have all the amenities, all the facilities, such as 7-Eleven, ATMs, cafes, massage shops, restaurants, laundry shops, rooftop lobbies, saunas, gyms, massive infinity swimming pools. And these places are really nice. They're well maintained, they have good security. And to get a condo like that in Bangkok, there's certain things that you need, which are, for example, your passport and deposit. So if you're renting, for example, in Bangkok, which is what I do, you've got choices. You've got between 6-month contract, 1-year contract, and 2-year contract. And to get that, you need 2 months of deposit and 1 month of rent. So every time you're going to rent a condo, just have that in mind that you need 3 months in total. Number 2, Thailand loves 7-Eleven. And when I say love, I mean absolutely loves 7-Eleven. You'll go outside and you'll see 7-Elevens everywhere, even opposite each other. And the thing is that it's super convenient when you're living in a big city like Bangkok and you're missing some water, you're missing some cereal or some skincare or medicine or just a quick snack. Having the 7-Eleven close by is really handy. I probably use it a couple times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week. And in my condo, I actually have a 7-Eleven, which is great. But if you just go out into Sukhumvit, Asok, busy places like this, you'll see a lot. They absolutely love it here. I used to be one of those guys that used to eat at 7-Eleven every single day, like dinner, lunch, you know, the crap stuff like microwave food. That was in the beginning. Obviously changed my ways. Now I eat a lot healthy, a lot more cleaner, which I'm happy with. But one thing I don't like about the 7-Eleven is when you go inside and you purchase, say, a couple bottles of water or bottles of something, they give you like 10 or 20 straws. Like, it's crazy, it's insane. So that's a problem that they do need to sort out because there's too many straws. Come on, guys. Number 3, Thai time. So if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen my confusion already about Thai time. It's basically broadly defined as the fact that classes, buses, planes, and a lot of different types of people and professions are never on time. So that's something you have to get used to when you come here. It could be a couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, could be an hour, but there's a very laid back approach in this country, which is quite refreshing compared to the West. And when you come here, you'll see that things take a bit more time. Things are a bit slower, so you have to adjust to that. And also they walk really slowly here. I guess that comes down to the sabai culture, which is more of a chilled, relaxed approach to life. I guess that comes from Buddhism. You'll see it around, for example, with walking. You go to a night market and everyone walks really slowly and just enjoys, takes their time. Whereas comparison to England or America, everyone's rushing around in a big city like New York or London or Manchester. So it's something that takes a bit getting used to in the beginning, but once you adapt, it's quite nice. It's quite a refreshing way to look at things. Number 4, a lot of taxi drivers will try to scam you. As you know, Thailand is arguably the biggest tourist destination on the planet. And with that comes the possibility to get scammed. And don't take that personally, just realize how they see tourists and then stand your ground and don't allow it to happen. One way of getting around this would be to download, say, Grab or Bolt or InDrive, which are these apps. That way you know you're definitely not going to get scammed because there's a price on there. Personally, I would say there's 3 different locations to be extra cautious when you get in a taxi. The first one will be around the airport. The second one would be after a night out. And the third one would be touristy spots like malls, the Grand Palace, places like that. You're more likely to get scammed. So keep your wits about you. Ask for meter. Or you could just use the app like Grab, Bolt, InDrive. That way you know you're not going to get scammed. Number 5, traffic in Bangkok is crazy. In Thai, traffic is lottit, so I end up using the phrase a lot. I say that every single day because Bangkok, there is a lot of traffic. So especially 8 to 10 a.m. in the morning and then 4 to 7 p.m. in the evening. If you're in a car, good luck with that. Especially around the main areas like Tonglo, Ekamai, Siam, Ramanine, Asok, Sukhumvit especially. These places will be gridlocked, so just be careful and plan ahead. That's the best thing to do. You've got 2 options. Well, actually, you've got more than 2 options. You've got a car taxi, bike taxi, the MRT, or the BTS, or walking, but you're going to die in the sun if you just walk because it's way too hot. So I'm constantly battling between, do I want to get a bike taxi and it's going to be a lot quicker because they weave in and out the traffic, and it's also cheaper, but it's hot and sweaty. Or I get in a car, it's nice and cool, I get the AC, a little bit more expensive, but it's going to take a lot longer, as opposed to like a bike could take 20 minutes, a car could take an hour. It's that kind of difference. Number 6 is about Thai culture. Once you arrive here in Thailand, you'll see that the country is heavily influenced by religion. Around 95% of the country are Buddhist. And you'll see that in the way they act. They show respect for each other. They have self-control. The way they greet each other is with a Y, like this. And also things like they have a different mindset. An example I give you is when you go in someone's house or condo, you have to take your shoes off. That's Thai culture. The feet are seen as the least sacred part of the body, while the head the most. So that's the reasoning behind that. And to be honest, I do believe that Thai culture is very rich and vibrant. Recently, I visited Nan, and that's right in the north part of Thailand, and there's so many temples there. I think in total 400 or 500 in this small province, and it's beautiful to see. Some of them are gold, white, copper, and it's rich and beautiful in culture. And I love that about Thailand. I think not many countries are like that, where you can go out and you can see temples, you can see beautiful parks, skyscrapers. Everything just blends into one, and it's really, really good to see. Number 7, strangers will become your friends quicker than you think. So when I moved to Thailand back in 2018, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know no one. So make sure you talk to everyone and keep an open mind, because you never know what doors might open as a consequence of that. So some of my best friends that I've met in my life, such as Washi, who I made a video on previously, and also Dan, I've met both of them in Thailand, both amazing people. We share similar interests, whether it's travel or business or fitness or content. And then what I'm saying is just keep an open mind when you're here. Try to find like-minded people, create a community, have good friends, and you'll enjoy life a lot more. Number 8, your addiction to travel will get a lot bigger. So for me, I thought moving to Thailand would actually relieve some of my nagging wanderlust that I've had, but it's achieved the exact opposite. Now I want to travel even more. My urge to travel is a lot stronger nowadays, and there's something about living in another country that is very addicting and liberating. Living abroad has been anything but routine, and it's full of surprises, spontaneous moments, and definitely experiences that I wouldn't have had if I was living back home. And I'll definitely hold these moments dear to my heart for a lifetime. And number 9, Thailand is the best place in the world for street food. The Thais are amazing cooks, and they'll cook you up some of the tastiest foods that you've ever tried. They don't call it street food for nothing, and you'll notice here that everything about the culture is related to food, whether it's indoor restaurants, outdoor restaurants, street food vendors, markets. Everything seems to be centered around food, and I love it. Some of my recommendations for my favorite dishes would be Thai green curry, which is genkiawan, pad krapao, which is like beef or chicken or pork with herbs, spices, and a fried egg on top. Pad krapao, love it. Some other ones would be Thai red curry, classic ones like pad thai. My favorite dessert would be mango sticky rice, which is khao niao mat wang. If you've never tried that, give it a go. So if you got any value from this video today, I'd love to hear your feedbacks in the comments, and do let me know if I've missed anything. And as always, have a good one.